There's an impressive amount of people that attempt investing, and it's quite astonishing, at no fault of these people, but it's quite astonishing how many people fail and do not succeed and ultimately end up losing their money. And I mean, you could say that about any profession, whether you're a writer, a photographer. You could say a lot of people try and a lot of people fail. However, I would certainly argue that in investing, it's above the statistical average easily, and which is also odd because success in investing is binary. You either make money or you lose money. Versus when you're a writer, it's kind of like there's a scale, right? You can sell 10 books, or you could sell 100 books, or you could sell 1,000 books. And to really succeed in writing, you would need to sell a lot of your writing, or write a lot of articles and have lots of people following them so you can make a living off it and actually get momentum, so on and so forth. Versus investing, if you make $10, you're succeeding, technically. And so this is very peculiar. It's why is there so many people that are down and out when they try to put their money in the market? The reason is twofold, except it's the two sides of the same coin, and it's greed. First and foremost, the reason why a lot of people can't invest successfully is because greed is a sickness of the mind. It's a poison, a delusion, and it essentially takes all logic and throws it out the window. It turns your money into minnows quite quickly, actually. Second of all, it's also a very unstable and unfulfilling motivator. So people very quickly lose interest and do not have a sustainability. Because if you're doing something for the money, then I mean, we all know there's not a lot of satisfaction in that, because money doesn't bring happiness. But first and foremost, there's never a point in which you will be satisfied. And also that perpetuates the problem, because if money is your motivation, then when you start losing money, you're going to freak out and you're going to be unmotivated, and it's going to cloud your judgment further. And it's just that vicious cycle that leads into a bottomless pit of despair. That is why the success in investing differs so much than the success in other areas. Because when somebody wants to be a writer, they like writing. They want to just write, and success and money and affluence that comes with that is kind of the icing on the cake. And I look at it like this with sports as well, because very few people go into being a professional athlete, such as a soccer player or hockey player, and only want to do it for the money. I mean, how would that possibly ever be able to get you up at 5:30 or 6 a.m. every single day and get to the rink or get to the soccer field and go for runs and do strength training and go to 5 practices a fucking week and do 6 hours of training a day? And when you compare that to investing and the amount of effort that people put into investing on the basis of greed, it kind of becomes obvious why so many people don't succeed. And it's because when people go into investing, they go in, oh, apparently this is an easy way to make money. I mean, I guess I'm kind of smart. I guess I can see a bunch of stocks going up right now, so I'll try to ride that wave and make some money too. So people from the get-go are inherently unmotivated. They're literally doing this to escape the burden of effort of doing something more difficult to make money, of washing dishes or pushing carts or something else that they could fill their time with and they're trying to escape from. So therefore, when people sit down to invest, maybe they'll give it an hour or two, and maybe from the get-go they'll be dive in the deep end, go 8 hours a day, whatever, and the more time you spend, the higher probability of success is kind of what I'm getting to here. And so when you look at it that way, there's so many people that are like passively actively investing, and it's essentially a recipe for failure. Becoming a successful investor is no different than becoming a successful writer or a successful soccer player or any of that. The only reason those people are professionals and they're the best at what they do is because they've done it hundreds of times longer than anybody else.
Everybody's a fighter in their own right. You're a fighter, I'm a fighter. Everyone that's in this room, even the newspapermen, they're fighters. But everybody don't get up every morning and run. Everybody don't go to the gym every morning. And everybody don't have enough discipline to wait in the locker room for 2 hours or 3 hours, then go in the ring and do what they've been taught all those years in the gym. And so that's what separates a champion. I'm a mediocre fighter.